Welcome everybody, my name is Jackie and I wanted to talk a little bit today about the April energies going on, the most powerful month of the year, and what is a portal or a stargate or all these planetary lineups or certain events or dates that are significant when certain people like myself talk about them. But before I go there, I just wanted to let you know this video is really more for my email database, my peeps, I guess, in my private group. But I'm using the YouTube platform. So if you come across me and go, who the hell is this woman? Yeah, there's not really much else about me on YouTube around any of this. But if you are resonating with my energy and you want to know a little bit more about what I do, yeah, just email me on the email listed below, or Facebook under Jackie's Golden Heart Healings. I do healings, distant healings, meditations, cacao ceremonies, full moon meditations, and the list is starting to grow more and more as I step up, level up into what I am here to do for humanity. And first and foremost, I am here to serve. It is my privilege to be here in this amazing, powerful time. Yes, it's chaotic. Yes, we have our challenges. Yes, there's spikes, there's peaks and troughs. Yes, there's laughter, but yes, there's sadness and grief. So as a human being, we're here to experience it all. And just by saying that, you know, like the earth and all her people are going through such massive shifts, and so many people are wanting to be in this new earth place where it's going to be peace, love and joy and fluffies and happiness, which it will be. But as human beings, we will always experience our emotions, and that's what it's about also. Like, we need to work through all our shadow work, all the darkness in our closets, all the suppressed emotions that are going on in our body, in our emotional body, mental body, a spiritual body. And we cannot get to this place, even though it's kind of not a destination. It's a journey. It's learning to steer your ship through the storms and the rough waters, and learning how to come back into your heart, into your equilibrium, faster and faster. So if you're still here, thank you very much. I'm just going to talk about, for years I've always been a person, not even without knowing that, you know, full moons and new moons, cycles and, you know, circles and 11/11s, and even, you know, Easter and April Fools, 1st of April, and all these different dates are designed to help us. And so if we've missed the boat up until now, if we haven't really understood it, and we're only just awakening or just becoming more conscious of what it is, what a cycle is, how we can utilize it, well, I'm here to help you through that. So for instance, April has been already a massive month. You would have noticed on some level of whatever level you're at, that there is truly weird and way out things happening in the world right now, weather wise, people wise, circumstances wise, leaders wise. There's also a breakdown happening, a collapse in our old systems. And we have had many years of opportunities to move through these with ease and grace, not holding on to the old. But however, as humans, we tend to hold on for dear life. We hold on to that sinking ship. So now, in a sense, it is sinking. Now, that's not to put fear in anyone. It's actually an opportunity to grow, in your emotions, your mental, even your physical, in a sense, because our bodies are feeling all the changes as well. And also spiritually, and just to remember that spiritual isn't connected, in my mind, to religion as such. It is more, to be spiritual is a depth to life, a depth. It's like knowing that you are connected to all, knowing that, you know, the trees out there are giving us oxygen, but we're also giving back carbon dioxide. So, you know, what we give out is what we get back. So is above, so is below, that everything is a reflection. So if you're seeing ugliness in your life, in your circumstances, what is it in you that needs to be looked at, needs to be addressed, needs to be healed, needs to be released and transmuted? And also, as we see, there is so much beauty around us. We just have to walk out the door. Even in the city, you may see a little weed growing in a crack with a little flower. You know, there's gifts to us everywhere. Spiritual is being in that depth of seeing in a deeper way, having, and that's in a sense clairvoyance, like, and having the clarity around it. So getting back to portals, numbers and such, so they come around every single year. However, April and all the lineups for the last 3 or 4 or 5, probably even from 2020, but also before 2012, we've had this massive use of energy, this massive downloading of energy coming into the planet, not only to cleanse, but also to help bring in our gifts. So to use a portal, for instance, I'll talk about the eclipse one, because April has been strong. We've had quite a few different planet lineups. We've had a powerful new moon. We've had the eclipse 2-week energy where it finished on a new moon, but it started on the full moon at the end of March. And now we've got another full moon coming up. And there's some other dates in between there that are very powerful as well. So I won't go over all the dates and what's happened in the past. So some may say, well, I don't feel a thing, you know, this date comes along and so what? It's, you know, does that mean what? I'm not getting the benefits or the upgrades or you know, something like that. If you're feeling that way, there are a few ways that we can actually look at a portal or a stargate or a numerological lineup. So firstly, these gateways give every single person an opportunity. Now, whether you're conscious or unconscious, you receive it. You receive it into your psyche. You receive it into your unconscious. You receive it into your conscious. It's whether you want to do something about it. We will always have a choice on planet Earth. Some may say, well, I was conscious of it and it came and went and I didn't feel a thing. So it's not really how it works in a sense. If you are conscious and you are in the right mindset and the right frame of mind, and you have done some preparation around this particular portal, you know, full moons are a really good example as well. I'll do the full moon one first. Every single month we have a full moon. Some months we have 2. Once in a blue moon we might have 2 full moons in 1 month. So to prepare, a few days before the full moon, you can look back in your month from the last full moon and say, or you could have journaled, written some notes, or it could be very fresh in your mind. What's happened in my life this month that has triggered me, that has hurt me, the people, the circumstances, the relationships, whatever it is. And you can sit with that, and then you can decide that you don't want that circumstance in your life anymore. So you have an opportunity to transmute that emotion. So to do that, it does take some effort. So you may prepare a little space for yourself where you may light a candle, have some crystals, go for a walk in nature, go and sit under the full moon. You may jot some things down and burn it under the full moon. It's all about making that effort and that connection with the cycle. You might wake up the next day and go, well, that was a waste of time. Nothing's really happened or changed. However, it's very subtle. If we're letting something go and bang, that person is cut, gone, out of our life tomorrow, or your job is gone, or your house is gone, or whatever it is for you, we're human. We could not handle that amount of energy and pressure all at once. So it's gradual. The universe hears you, hears your calls, knows you. So it is very, very gentle, like where there is light from the moon casting on the shadow in your life, there will be opportunities throughout that month or months to follow to see whether you are fair dinkum in the Aussie terms about wanting to really truly release it. And of course, being human, we can't expect to release a deep trauma or a deep grief in one night. Maybe we will get to that as we speed up in technology and all the likes, and we're transmuting at a faster pace than ever before. But at the moment, it's kind of like ripples. It's like cycles. So you will clear some, and then you will get another opportunity, and then another one. So it's learning to get into the flow with nature. So then the eclipse energy, for many reasons, it was very, very powerful this year. There were all sorts of talks about it from the dark side and the light side, and it's actually been more talked about, I believe, this year than I've ever noticed before, because eclipse season happens twice a year as it is, but more people, the consciousness, the level of becoming more aware in people's minds and lives is raising, and so that's part of the collective consciousness. So eclipses, equinoxes, like I said, 2/2s, 11/11s, the double numbers, 12/12 gateway, Lion's gateway, 8/8, all sorts of different dates make the portals even more potent and more powerful. So it's to know, if you don't do anything and you can't even be bothered, on some level it still comes in, and when you are ready it can activate. On another level, if you truly are doing the work on yourself, these are opportunities to catapult you through, like really help you level up to a point where, when you are kind of through that energy or through that portal, so to speak, you will be in a place, and this is what an upgrade feels like. I'll take food for an example. All of a sudden, you do not feel like eating that particular food anymore. It either makes your tummy funny, or you feel, there's a bird going, yep, that's right, thank you for the confirmation. You may just feel unwell, or it just does not resonate with you anymore, and you know that you cannot go back to that particular choice of food. That's an upgrade. That means that you have shifted, your body has shifted out of that lower vibration into a different frequency. Now you might go, well, it was fruit that I didn't enjoy anymore. But then it's for you to explore what you are replacing that fruit with. Maybe it's the pesticides or the chemicals or the engineering that has gone into that fruit that your body isn't resonating to anymore. And it's for you to explore. It might be saying that you might need a detox, or you might get body pains that you've never experienced before after a portal or a shift, and it's for you to question your body. Yes, of course, if it is physical, get yourself checked out. But also after a portal, what can happen is that you can have symptoms. You can have body aches, headaches, ringing in the ears, you name it. Look up ascension symptoms. It can be a part of the shift going on in your body, because your body is going, what are you doing? This isn't normal. We don't normally feel this. And in a sense, that's your ego as well, because it does not want you to shift or move or to upgrade. It likes to keep you small, keep you safe, keep you confined, keep you in your peg or your square. So it's to recognize all of these things going on within you. So yeah, that's my take on portals, and I'll just give you an example of what happened to me in this eclipse energy. So I've been working on myself for many years, and for whatever reason, I feel like I haven't chosen an easy path. I feel like it doesn't really matter how I feel, but my challenges have been, and like everyone, we all have our traumas and dramas, don't get me wrong. However, I've chosen to work through them constantly for probably at least 10-15 years. So when this eclipse came up, and for whatever reason, I was on that wave with a lot of other people, that this one seemed different, it seemed stronger, it seemed more powerful. So I was aware of it. I was talking to people about it. I would, put posts out on my Facebook page and Instagram and things like that, and thought in a sense that, right, I prepared myself and I would kind of just breeze through it. No. Even though I've done lots of work on myself, this is a really good example of, I wouldn't wish this on anyone, but I'm going to share what happened to me. So also it was Mercury retrograde. Now I don't normally put any, I will tell people it's Mercury retrograde, but in a sense I don't put anything on it for myself for things to go wrong. But as we know, Mercury retrograde can muck with technology, wiring, computers, communication, it's all that kind of thing. So lo and behold, a couple of days before Mercury retrograde, and of course I didn't even realise the day, my car battery died, and I had to leave it over Easter in a car park because we were going away. So that's all good. We got the battery sorted, and I'm like, I take everything as signs, and it's like, okay, my battery needs recharging. I have been doing a lot. I have been keeping a constant pace, taking care of myself, being very aware of the energy of April. So I was aware, okay, my battery is being recharged. Well, I need a new battery, so I'm really going to be upgraded in this eclipse energy. A couple of days later, car's broken down again. This time it needed a brand new alternator, and I'm like, radio, this is really getting into the nitty gritty. So that was cool. Again, joking, yep, I'm getting upgraded. So, just go with it. This is like symbolic for me. And then would you believe, the day of the eclipse, my car wouldn't go again. This time I had to get it towed, and we have just been in Hervey Bay, Queensland. We have been inundated with rain. It just has been raining. It feels like for weeks, and so out of the norm for us. So had it been pouring, our front yard was just mud and slush, and I had to get a tow truck to come in, and they didn't want to touch the car because of the mud. But anyway, we worked all that out. And I was getting towed to the mechanics again, and lo and behold, I needed a new starter motor. So interesting that it happened all like that. However, in my haste, and I have been really good, but I was getting a ride to the mechanics and then to work, and I still had my jandals on, thongs, whatever you like to call them. Had all my work gear, and I thought, well, that's okay. I always work in bare feet anyway. That's no biggie. So I took my jandals, wore my jandals to work, not thinking anything of it. Finished work, had to be picked up by my beloved, and coming down the stairs in my jandals, I thought I was doing one step at a time. I don't even know how it happened, but next minute my feet are in the air and I've clunked down on the wet steps, and I've gone down about 4. And I just lay there and went, oh my God, I can't move. What have I done? But as you can see, I'm up anyway. So at that point though, it felt like I'd done some damage. Like I landed flat on my back, but then went down the stairs on my hip. So anyway, it was so lucky. I was getting a ride. I got picked up. We've got stairs at home as well, so that was a journey getting up the stairs, but I couldn't really come down the stairs for at least 3 days, and I was parked on the couch, being looked after really, really well. And so the first day, of course, I slept and felt sorry for myself because I had to cancel all my clients and do a whole bunch of stuff. I still have got my business, Ocean Therapies Wellness Centre, but my beautiful staff, my beautiful staff took care of that for me. So I'm forever grateful for that. But I'm so grateful, really, with a fall like that, I should have broke my back, or I should have broke my hip or something. That's how bad it was. But I feel so blessed. So one day I felt sorry for myself, and I thought, the eclipse, why would this happen? You know, I'm about working through this stuff. And so anyway, for the next 3 or 4, 5 days, I had plenty of time to reflect, to journal, to weep, to meditate, to heal, to acknowledge. And so it's taken me what's today? 11 days. I'm back at yoga. I'm still taking it easy. I'm not doing everything that I was doing, but I got such strong downloads, and the first very one in the eclipse, and I thought, you beauty. I was taken out, because even though I was aware of the eclipse, I still, if I wanted such a powerful shift, because for whatever reason I knew I was going to have a powerful shift this time, I didn't still really stop. I still had work, you know, I still had a bunch of other things to do. I was going to do a meditation that night, but it was indoors in the dark, even though I couldn't be outside because it was raining. But I was told clearly, you want this photonic energy to come into your body. You want your DNA activated. You want this change. You've been working towards this change, but have you created space for it? Have you actually made time for yourself? Hard lesson. There were some other things in there, the hip being the male side. I did not even realize that day, and how could I forget that, was my dad's 7-year anniversary when he went to heaven, and a whole pile of other male stuff around that I thought was healed. But obviously we go in layers, remember? We're getting down to the deep core stuff, the ancestral stuff. So that's what was happening to me. And so now I still feel I'm still going through stuff. I still feel emotional. But what I've recognized is how fast I can come back into my heart space and not be a victim, not be a perpetrator. I didn't get angry with, the first day I was frustrated, but I didn't get angry with my partner in any way, because I'm, you know, like, I'm not a type of person that can sit down and do nothing and take it, you know what I mean? I'm a doer. I serve. I want to. It's just my passion. So they definitely got my attention, and I definitely feel like this was an opportunity to teach and lead and show you how we can use portals. I'm not saying it has to be as dramatic at that, but I know that I already feel different. And like I said, it doesn't matter if you feel different the next day or not. However, down the track, it's almost like the universe plants you with a seed. Now you can tune into it, grow it, water it, nurture it, love it, or you can just ignore it, but really it will still probably grow in the crack of a concrete pathway. It will still have some growth there. It's whether if you want to fast track it a little bit, and I feel like that's what happened to me. I was fast tracked, and I'm so grateful for the experience. I'm so grateful for the people that were around me, and for the angels, and for my dad for catching me on those stairs, and it could have been 10 times worse. So anyway, there we have it. Full moon, 23rd of April coming up. Like I said, jump over if you want to get onto my newsletter, and I hope this touches somebody's heart out there. And cacao ceremony will be in June around the equinox and the full moon. Very, very powerful. Let me know if you would like me to start a meditation online. I do one in person on Tuesday nights in Harvey Bay. But if there's interest, I've been asked by a couple of people, could I do that? I would love to. So please, any feedback would be wonderful. And yeah, just be present, be in the now, be in the knowing that nobody can escape this energy, that if you do try to ignore it, the universe will slap you a bit. And in a way, it you know, like, don't take it the wrong way. It's a good thing to be slapped, because otherwise we won't get it. And we all want to be in a better world. We all want to be in a place where we have heart connections. Yes, we will ride the waves, but imagine the creativity and the bonding in the communities and the love that is there for us, right there, if we truly step up, truly step into our hearts and do the work, take the action, not sit back on the couch and wait for somebody to come and save us, because that ain't happening. Nobody can save you except you. All right, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. And until next month, there is a free full moon on Insight Timer or SoundCloud. Yeah, or do your own thing, but do something around the full moon. It will be so worth it. Much love. Bye.